Hey everyone, so good news, I finally got my computer back, so audio quality should be getting better. I still have to mess around with the settings since I had to reinstall everything into my computer, but it should be much better than it was before. Anyways, because of this whole One Punch Man Doomfist collaboration thing that's happening, I decided I wanted to make a video based off of all the other anime characters that the other Overwatch characters kind of mesh well with, or they can do other collaborations with, because I thought it would be pretty fun. And there's quite a lot. So in this video, I'm not doing Pokemon. Pokemon, I could probably do a video on that alone, right? Because Snorlax would be RoadHog, or Milk Tank could be Wrecking Ball for anybody who's, who remembers Whitney's Milk Tank from the Silver version. And no video games, no regular Western cartoon characters or comic books, because, Ramattra would be Magneto, Zenyatta would be Xavier, which would be cool, which would be really cool. But I don't want to do that. We could have Sigma as Darth Vader, but yeah, no. No. That's not what we're doing. We're strictly sticking to anime characters, and in this video, I'm just gonna do the tanks again because there's so many characters, and it's quite a lot. So to make up for the fact that I'm just doing the tanks, I'm gonna have maybe more than one anime character for each of the characters. So yeah. Anyways, let's begin. So first off, we have Diva, and Diva, there's so many things Diva could be, especially because Gundam exists, right? So, but I didn't want it to be that easy. So first off, I would have Kamina from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and this one I was the first thing that came to my mind was this, because for anybody who's seen Gurren Lagann, you see they go into their mech suits, and then they can kind of transform, they can kind of call it down, and it's pretty awesome. So I think that would be a very, very easy one. Next one would be Asuka from Neon Genesis, and also very easy one. She kind of already looks and has the build of this girl. She just needs like a red outfit and brown hair. And her mech, Diva's mech, isn't like a skinny tall thing, right? It's like a short fat thing. but I think the vibe still kind of works. For a more like what is it? For a more funner character, I think General Frankie from One Piece would also be a great I think that would be awesome if they ever had a One Piece crossover. I think General Frankie and Frankie for Diva and her mech would be awesome. That actually is probably my second favorite one. Yeah, I think that's my second favorite one. And another one that I thought would be cute but also kind of creepy is from an anime I don't think many people have watched. It's called Gleipnir, and there's this girl called Clara Yoki, where she essentially she has this friend or guy she's manipulating that could transform into like a freaking mascot thing, and she like goes into his body when he transforms and can control him. It's very weird and anime fleshy type of stuff, but if Diva had like a fuzzy mech suit and she was walking into it, I think that would definitely I think that would match her style. I think that would be fun. So those are ideas for that, and I think I might make another one after this, because as I'm doing it now, I'm kind of having a lot of fun with it. So next is Doomfist. I wanted to skip Doomfist because he already has One Punch Man, but I'm never skipping Doomfist. I'll never skip Doomfist. So Doomfist, obviously All Might from My Hero Academia, right? Even in the opening, there's that. He essentially does, I forgot, maybe season 2 or something. All Might essentially does a seismic slam across the city, right? So other than that, but also all his moves are the same, right? He's just like different punches and different slams, and even the meteor strike is just a giant punch to the ground. So yeah. Other than that, Jiren from Dragon Ball Super, they already look alike, right? They're both bald and just super muscular, and Jiren looks. They have the same frame, right? That would be such an, and also just any sane character, really, because Doomfist punches, and that's all shonen animes are. but yeah. And another one I said I wouldn't do this, but I just want to do it. Terry Crews from Old Spice, and for anybody who was around when you know, when Doomfist was first announced and everything leading up to him. I think Terry Crews almost became the voice for Doomfist, but yeah, it didn't happen. And then Terry Crews like put out this statement and all that type of stuff. But yeah. I don't want to get too deep into Doomfist because he already has the One Punch Man, and the One Punch Man was honestly the best one. Like that was easily the best one. So good on the developers for that. After that, I have Junker Queen, and Junker Queen, I think Tsunade from Naruto would be a great choice because one, they're both very physical. It's just like super physical, burly women, right? So Tsunade, she's a brawler, right? She does the super strength thing, just kind of like how Junker Queen does, and also Tsunade is a healer, right? So Junker Queen has the same passive ability, which makes a lot of sense. Some of these might be spoilers, so I'll let you know when there is a spoiler. Actually, I just won't even say the spoilers. Yeah, there will be no spoilers. I'll try not to. Another fun one, because I'm a dork, Brogy from One Piece, and that's just like one of the giants that they meet. That's like fighting the other guy, the other giant, and yeah, they both have an axe, and they both kind of wear this. I could see her wearing the same thing Brogy's wearing. So yeah, Brogy. Escanor, I think this is does he use an axe? Yeah, he uses an axe, right? Or it's like a glaive or something. I think it's an axe or a halberd, which is what Junker Queen uses. And yeah, they use the same weapon. They're powerful, cocky assholes, and I think that she would look good in this skin. I have a few for Junker Queen. The other one is Power from Chainsaw Man. For this, what I thought would be cool was since Power, mixed her weapons with her blood. If Junker Queen would have like a blood axe, and I think that would be cool. It also matches her style. Plus, they're both just crazy, wild women. So, and super strong too. So that works out. And last one for her, I have quite a few for her. I had quite a few. I'm actually just going to cut it down. Is Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. And especially once you read the manga, if you're as far in the manga as I am, I'm up to date on everything that I read. She is 100% Junker Queen. Down to like all the abilities and everything. So I think that would, even the look, Maki's new look would be perfect, would go perfectly well on Junker Queen. So yeah. Next, this one's probably the hardest one. Orisa was really hard to do because, well, we'll get into that. So the best one is easily Nell 2 from Bleach. I think they can do this one really well. What they would have to do with the hair, I don't know, just make it blue, I guess. But I think Nell 2 is perfect. She's a centaur thing, and I think she also uses a spear. Does she use a spear? I believe she uses a spear or an arrow. Either way, she has a projectile that perfectly goes well with Orisa's kit. So yeah, there's that. Everything else was kind of hard because, well, you have things like what's her name? Himeno Kimihara from what is it? My Centaur Life, and I was like, I don't want to fucking. That's so weird. That shit's weird. But no. So what I have is essentially any Zoids would actually kind of do it because they're robotic, four-legged creatures. So, you got the Liger Zero, or Takara, or, so I think any kind of look like that would work. Not as well as Nell 2, obviously, but I think that would work. Another one I thought would work was Omnimon from the first Digimon movie, because one of his hands is a freaking cannon, right? And the other one is a sword. So, Ursa has her spear. So, just kind of switch those out. Because, you have Metal Garurumon who's on 4 legs, and then you have a War Greymon who's on, 2 legs. So you combine them, you could kind of have a centaur version if you do it some way. But I think Omnimon and Omnimon skin with her would work beautifully. So Ramattra, oh my gosh, Ramattra was the coolest. I had to bring it down to 3 because I was just kind of going ham because the transformations, and as you guys know, in all shonens, like, you have these awesome transformations. The number one the number one choice is Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Holy shit, this man is Dio. If he his arrogance and how mean he is when he talks, the way he's so condescending, but two, when he transforms into his battle form, he's crossing his hands, and the mech suit that he's in is doing the punching for him. That is Dio. So wow, dog. Like that is so perfect. It's just such a good. It's just made for it, and he crosses his arms just like he does. Because the cool thing about the JoJo characters, especially in the other video games, the fighting games, is while they're walking towards you, their stands are just punching the hell out of you. So that's just too perfect. Like he has to be Dio. Yeah, he has to be. And maybe they could have he could be saying Muda with every punch he does when he's in his transformed form. So yeah. After that, I thought a really cool one would be Eren from Attack on Titan, and I'm not really sure how they would make a robot be all fleshy, but again, he transforms into this giant thing, right? He has his normal state, and he just becomes a bigger monster. I think that'll be awesome too. And lastly, I think Broly from Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Super movie, because all versions of Broly, he starts off as a regular buff dude, and then as he transforms, he goes 2 feet or something crazy like that, and his muscle mass, he essentially just explodes and becomes a freaking monster. So yeah, that's what Ramattra's choices would be. So another one actually for Ramattra is I think All Might would also be another one for him because of the skinny version of All Might when he transforms into the buff version of All Might. I forgot his name. It's like Hiroshi or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think that would be another good option. Plus they do the punching thing, and seeing him phase in and out of it is actually the same mechanic we have for All Might in his current state. Well, one at the beginning of the My Hero Academia series. So I think that'll be a good one.
Hey everyone, I'd like to interrupt this video to remind you to like and leave a comment. It's the best thing you can do to a video so that YouTube increases its reach, and I'd really like to keep growing this community, especially since we have so many good discussions and debates in the comment sections, and I do read and try to reply to every single comment. So please leave a comment, and subscribe if you like it. But yeah, for the algorithm, please like and comment.
So Reinhardt was another hard one because for some reason, all anime characters who use a hammer are women. That was interesting for me to find out, because every time I would think of, this person might have it, no, they have an axe, and that kind of already went through Junker Queen. But so for Reinhardt, Escanor, I'm gonna steal this from Junker Queen. Just replace his axe with a hammer. You give him a nice little mustache, because they already look alike, right? The other person he would be is Alex Louis Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist, and I think that's a no-brainer. I think that's the first thing anybody actually thinks about when they think of that. And the other choice would be this one. I'm gonna say it, Nappa from Dragon Ball Z. I think they have the build for it, and make him bald, give him a evil grin smile, and a mustache or goatee or whatever that was. And yeah, I think they can do it. Now he doesn't use a hammer, right? But he does the hammer down could be that blow up thing he does with his 2 fingers. So yeah, there you go. I'm sorry guys, Reinhardt was a hard one to do. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I could actually probably just make him a Gundam. I could have just gone down the whole Gundam list. What's the name of that Gundam? Take this, my love, my hate, and all of my sorrow.
And actually, I believe Reinhardt already has a Gurren Lagann skin in Overwatch, but it's just kind of a cameo, but not really, because it's kind of goes without saying, kind of tongue in cheek. So yeah, he has that.
But yeah, anyways, next let's do RoadHog. RoadHog, number 1 that I love. RoadHog has a lot of fun ones. But first off, Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. I think that's a no-brainer. The way Majin Buu, can stretch and do all that type of stuff. Maybe we can replace his hook with his hand, and make him get that far reach to grab into people, because he's also kind of like bubblegum, so he can kind of stick on you. And I just thought of Hisoka for a second, but no, no. But yeah, next, I thought that gear for Luffy would be awesome if they could do it somehow. I think that would be really hard, probably not. But body-wise, I think they have to build, and kind of like what I said with Majin Buu's stretching arm, they can probably do the same thing with Luffy's stretching arm. To as in that's going to be his new hook. So they just replace his hook with a stretching arm. I think that would be pretty cool. The other obvious choices are Fat Gum from My Hero Academia, and again, that works. I don't really think he has a hook ability, because he just kind of absorbs people's kinetic energy, or the hits that they give him. And so there's that. But I think an obvious one. Well, they should do this one for the. They should do this for the One Punch Man crossover, because they have a character called Pig God, and he's just like a really fat dude that just eats all the enemies. Like, he just goes around and eats the monsters, and that's how he defeats them, and he just digests them. And his name is Pig God, and RoadHog is a hog man. So I think that would work. The other guy I thought about was I forget his name. The fat guy in One Piece that's on Shanks's crew. I forget what his name is. I think Lucky Roo. I think his name is Lucky Roo or something. But we don't know anything about his abilities. He does have a gun though, so that's actually pretty possible. But RoadHog has his firearm, so yeah, whatever he calls it. Anyways, next is Sigma. And Sigma, I thought, number one thing I thought was Mob Psycho. I think that would be sick. I love Mob Psycho. I think season 2 of Mob Psycho was probably my favorite anime of all time. Or at least it's definitely at least top 5. I never really sat down and really thought about it, but I think Mob Psycho in this last season was amazing. So I think Mob Psycho would probably, it'll be awesome, because you give him like a bowl haircut, and he has his kinetic powers and things like that, and just give him like a black Japanese student suit. Next after that, I think everybody's been thinking about this, to go with the One Punch Man crossover. Tatsumaki, and she's like this tiny Japanese girl with green hair. Give him like a dress, or like a guy version of a dress. Guys wear gowns, right? In some cultures. So yeah, give him something like that. Or another fun one. Actually, yeah, this would be the funnest one. Pain from Naruto. Everything he does, even planetary devastation, is the same as the rock thing he throws at people, and he has the entire gravity aesthetic is 100% pain. So I think these three are all solid choices. Tatsumaki more of a joke, but make it work, Blizzard. That's why we pay you. Yeah, next is Winston, and Winston, I don't know. I don't like gorillas, man. I keep saying this in my other videos. I don't like gorillas. But the choices I have for him is I forgot the guy's name. So for him, what I thought of was I guess, what's his name? Like Legoshi from Beastars. For all you furries out there, I'm not. Does YouTube allow that word? I know, I don't think they should. But yeah, Legoshi from Beastars. We don't need to get too into that. But I forgot the guy's name. But the walrus guy from Odd Taxi. Also, if you guys haven't seen Odd Taxi, that is probably anime of the last 3 years. That was an incredible surprise anime that I did not expect to be as amazing as it was. His name was Odokawa. So Odokawa from Odd Taxi. The other thing I was thinking, and I was thinking he could just be a Saiyan, so maybe Brawly or Goku, because he's a gorilla, and they, the Saiyans are are monkeys. Or at least the way Frieza sees them, they're all just a bunch of monkeys. But yeah, when he uses his ultimate, that could be their Uzaru form. So, you can go with that. So yeah, let's go to Wrecking Ball now. Wrecking Ball was also a hard one to do because nobody's really a giant ball, right? Unless I kind of just have him be Hamtaro inside of a giant ball. But so there's one option, he could be Hamtaro, but that wouldn't be much. He really looks like Hamtaro. So another one is he can be Choji, or the face of his Wrecking Ball could just be Choji, and he just rolls. You know how Choji from Naruto, he just turns into like a giant ball and like rolls out back and forth. Another one, I was gonna say Sonic. Yeah, I have Sonic on my list, but I said no video game characters. You know how Sonic is always in his ball form. So yeah, I guess Choji is the only one I could really think of. Pokemon would be easy, right? Because like I said earlier, Wrecking Ball could just be a Mo Tank. But yeah, my bad, y'all. Oh no, that's also a video game. I was gonna say Chomp Chomp from Mario. No, I guess not. Anyways, for Zarya, so what I have for Zarya is Vegeta or Vegito, because they have that saber, that energy sword attack thing that they do, and I think that looks exactly like her energy beam. So that there's one. Number two, I was thinking the Raikage, but he's a black guy. So turn her into a black guy, or I know, a black girl that. Was it a girl version of the second Raikage? I think it's the second Raikage. Yeah, it's the second Raikage, because he also has that energy spear thing that he did to. I think he eventually stabbed himself with it. But yeah. So I think those are all the tanks, and I did want to go through all the other characters too, but I just didn't want a video that's too long, and this is going to be miserable to edit and put together, so it might take me a few days to show how busy I am. But yeah, just off the top of my head, for McCree could be Jotaro, or I forgot the name, the guy from Cowboy Bebop. Ash would easily be Edward and Alphonse, because Ash and Bob. Genji, Levi, easy choice. Moira would be Todoroki, as in, he will never use his left side. Just like how Moira never uses her left side to heal her allies. But Brig would be that girl from, I forgot her name, but that anime, I like it a lot, actually. It's kind of cutesy though. It's called I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I maxed out my defense. I think that's a fun one. I enjoyed watching that. So, or Goblin Slayer. But yeah. So yeah, this was fun. Let me know if you guys are interested in it. Let's see how this one does. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And leave a comment of what you think would be a good match for other characters, or the ones I put in here, because I might actually make a part 2 if there's really cool stuff. Maybe even get some art done for it. But yeah, have a good one, everybody.